Lake of Shadows. Lake of Shadows is going to be the Nightfall this week coming up. Yeah, we're going to be sorting the boss, and this should be really quick. Here are the subclasses. I mean, you can kind of bring anything, but you kind of want to, I would say you want a well or a bubble. Preferably a well. Why a well? Because if you run Phoenix Protocol, you get your super back a lot, and it will allow you to like kind of hold down a few different zones. One important thing I feel like you need is Divinity. Why do you need Divinity? Because you have overload with swarms. And if you can stagger them with Divinity, they don't send out swarms. For the people that don't have this sword somehow, I mean, you could do like Divinity and Xenophage, but then the boss is going to be a little bit tighter. What sword am I talking about? Yeah, I forgot about that. We're talking about Fallen Guillotine. Guillotine. This week coming up, make sure you put, Taken Spec on there. For your mountaintop or whatever legendary weapons you're running, run Taken Spec. You get to do more damage to the enemies. All right. When it comes to gear, I like to run 2 major resists always because it will keep you alive. 2 concussives and 1 void. Now, there's going to be arc. So maybe if you have an arc piece of gear, you want to make it, arc resistance. There's also solar. So the thing is, it's better to just go with taking barrier instead because it will help out, especially if you're stacking them with the major resist and other things. All right. A lot of people don't know for some reason, but countercharge stacks. And it goes up, as soon as you hit 1, you get 2, right? So what you want to do is run 2 of them. You stagger an enemy or a champion, you get ×2 right away. What you can also do on any of your pieces, if you wanted to, you can run like something like supercharge. So you can have 2 additional stacks of charge of light up to a maximum of 5. Now, what I'm running on my boots is taking repurposing. And if you want to know what repurposing does, you can go back and kind of watch my repurposing video. It should be on my YouTube as well. But yeah, let's say you wanted to, you can just run supercharge instead. You have solar damage resistance. Because I have it on the solar item. I'm running auto rifle scavenger. I don't think it works for Divinity. I have not seen it work, but I just put it on there just to put it on there. Maybe it will work one day. I don't know. But yeah, this basically lets you stack it up. Up to 4. And the thing about the overload champions is with Divinity, you can keep staggering them over and over, so you get that ×4 right away. I like repurposing because I like to get my grenades back. With my grenades, I get my heavy, so I don't have to worry about like heavy ammo finder much or anything like that. I'm running special ammo finder, and since I'm running 2 special ammo weapons right here, I will never have to worry about primary dropping throughout the thing. Also, a lot of people ask about this. Major resist does stack, minor resist stacks, boss resist stacks. All right. Last season we had War of Nothing. Right after the train section, you had those 2 hobgoblins, and if you had 2 major resist and 1 solar resistance mod on, you could survive them. But if you didn't have that on, you were 1 shot. So they do stack. But yeah, let's go in the Nightfall. We'll kind of go through like the spots for the champion so you kind of like know what to look out for. Also, if you have Izanagi, run that with Divinity. Have someone with special finishers so you guys will have special always. Preferably not the person running the well. Yeah, swords will be the play. And if you don't want to run Izanagi, you could run Mountaintop because Divinity is still going to like make that big bubble on the enemy. And you can still, do something there. So that would be a play. But you want at least a Lock or Titan on your team for this week. This should be a nice week to farm. I think I popped a boom. Ooh, there's a flag here. Oh, you can also do that. You can actually time it out to where you can land and there's going to be a flag here. If you really want to start out with your supers right at the beginning, what you do is you look at the map. And then if you see a flag here, you can start the Nightfall. Go to the flag, get your full ammo, and then go in so you can start up right away. This is the regular version of it, but I remember exactly where all the champions are, so I'm just going to go through like each one. I tried using my old recording. It didn't work out that well, so we're just going to go through this. When you first get here, there's going to be 2 enemies with shields on. This version right now with the strike is not really the version that you're going to be facing. There's going to be 2 arc Centurions here, so you're going to need to cover each shield. Arc, solar, and void. All right? You're not going to see that much solar, but I would say try to cover anyway. I know majority of it is going to be void and arc. All right? So you're going to have 2 arc shield Centurions. You're going to have 1 unstoppable and a bunch of scions on the right side. Main goal is to get rid of the scions first, then get the shields off on those 2 fellas, take them out, then you can work on the champion alone. As you come up here, your best bet is to get rid of the enemies that are going to be in front of you. But here's the thing. There's going to be a champion right there. The angle that I probably would say you might want to use is maybe go around to your right. You might die here. You might not. This is usually the spot that you want to come up to. The champion's going to be right across, right there. Once you take out that champion, there's going to be 2 unstoppable champions here. There's also going to be snipers. So maybe your main focus is to get rid of small ads, then champion. Remember, he's an overload champion, so he's going to be shooting swarms. You get rid of him, then you can kind of go on. Now, what's going to happen here is you're going to have a sniper here that you want to get rid of, and a sniper in that angle right there that you want to get rid of. Once you get rid of the 2 snipers, don't worry about the blight. The unstoppables will push you. You stop them, you do damage, you get rid of them, then you move up. Before taking out this blight, I think it's smart to do this as well. You kind of use the blight as your cover. You get rid of this sniper here because he's going to be a regular sniper. And that guy back there is going to be an overload. All right. So what you can do is you could stagger him, kill him from here, and then kind of go back into the your blight because of the protection. You don't have to. You can also take out the blight, go to your left right here, and kind of place, rift down and kind of work on this guy together here. Now, this is going to be the tricky part. You're going to have solar shields and taking captains right here. There's going to be a bunch of them. I think the smart play is probably like when you get over here, you place your wall like maybe back here. Because, there's going to be a lot of goblins like attaching on each other. So there's going to be 2 unstoppable champions here. There's going to be 4 solar shielded freaking captains. And their fucking blights are probably going to be like 1 shot. So you kind of want to like put the wall down, try to kill as many ads as you can from a distance. And then when the champions pull up, you do damage to them, you take them out. After that, you take out the blight. I mean, this part should be pretty like simple, but you never know, You might mount top like yourself like right here or some shit. Next part is going to have 2 champions in the back with the Centurion that drops down. Whoever has the well should have it back by then to drop a well here. All right. The main focus is on the big guy, so you could take cover here. And then after that, you work on, Hobgoblin 1 and then Hobgoblin 2. So you can kind of work your angles here. So those are the 2 champions in this side. Then, go to the next room. Yeah, from this part, you can just, if I were you, I would kill all these ads just so you don't have anything in your back. There's going to be, excuse me, sir. Thank you. Yep, this guy's going to be here, with the solar shield. You get rid of him. After you get rid of him, you can work on this guy from up here. Or if you wanted to, you can come around. As long as you killed all the ads around him, he is going to be a solar shield. Once you take off that solar shield, you can soar him down. Now, the crazy thing is the next part. Next part, you're going to have 2 unstoppable champions that are going to be at the door. There's a few different strategies here. I feel like if you're aggressive enough, if you come out here, you drop your well, you stop them, you can then soar these guys out of the way. Now, the factor that we're going to be putting into here is make sure you get rid of all the enemies to your left, right? There's going to be a few scions and stuff like that replicating. As soon as you get rid of them, there's going to be a champion up there. And that's who you're going to want to focus on first. And you can get that champion from here, especially if you're on Izanagi. So, you hit him with the beam. You take him out. After you take him out, the wanted is going to be here. We don't really care about the wanted. If you want to, you can let the wanted go away. There's going to be 2 phalanxes shield guys right here that you get rid of. Yeah, the wanted, you don't really need it. If you want to try to sort it, sure. But that's not something I would say go after. Wanted is down. Now, your next challenge is going to be very tricky. There's going to be 2 overloads on the bridge. There's going to be 1 overload in this section with an unstoppable. So what I generally like to do is try to get rid of the 2. So there's going to be the Vandal snipers that are going to be by the champions. And they're going to put up a shield every time you stagger them. So your best focus is to get rid of the Vandal that's near the champion first, and then stagger this first champion. He should be right in this area right here. You stagger him, you kill him from here. Now this next part is if you want to be aggressive, you could. You don't have to. If you want to be aggressive, then you're going to jump over here. You're going to place a wall in this area right here. You're going to stagger the unstoppable. That means you stop him, and there's going to be an overload here too. So you work on the overload first, then you stagger the unstoppable again, and you can kill him. Now, if you don't want to do that, from back here, if you shoot over to that side, the champions will slowly peek out, and then you can work from this angle over. Then after that, you know, this big guy is going to have a solar shield. I feel like he's pretty soft. You kill him, and you go to the next room. The bridge is one of the tricky parts, and I believe the next room is going to be a little bit tricky too. And not because of these guys. These guys are going to be pretty simple. You get rid of, you know, most of the enemies here. What's going to happen is you're going to have a knight up there spamming you with goblins, you know, tying them up. You're going to have another knight to your right also spamming you, and there's going to be an overload champion on this side. So what you want to do probably is when you get in this room, if you have the well, you're going to want to place the well on this side of the room, and you are going to try to work on that knight. That means you try to get off that shield and work on that knight. All right. There's an unstoppable in this room as well. So like when you get in this room, there's going to be unstoppable. You stop him. You work on the unstoppable together. Once you take him out, you're going to have to work your angles, and the fires are going to be insane. But you could probably work this angle here. You probably don't need to do the well right away. You probably do a riff. You take out the knight that's on this side first. Then after that, you're going to have to come to this side. And here's the tricky part. If you have the well, you might need to place it because the overload champion is going to be on this side with that knight. Once you do that, then you're going to work your way up. There's going to be another, you know, captain up here. You take him out, then you go in the next room. But this part right here is going to be one of the tricky parts, and the bridge is going to be very tricky. But I feel like that's maybe mainly the hard part of this strike. I don't see anything else being too crazy about this besides that, you know? I really don't. Maybe I'm just underthinking it, but I feel like Lake of Shadows should be a nice week for people to farm for their Ascendant Shards. These ads, you kill them, you know? You walk in, you get rid of them. I feel like this part of the room should be really simple. You know, Wizard is going to have a sword, you know, Void Shield, sword it down. You go in the next room. There might be some enemies here that you need to kill. Once you kill them, you place... I mean, here's the thing. There's going to be a champion here. And he's going to be hiding where this sniper is right now. You could use this angle right here and work on that champion. All right. Once you do that, kill all the taken enemies here. And you have 2 more champions to kill. Once you get here, there's going to be a champion to the right where the sniper is at. You can work that angle. I know some people like to do this as well, where they come to this side. So there's 2 different angles to the champion, and you can jump up here and kind of work on them, and you're kind of safe from the final champion. And then this final guy's a champion as well. You just work on them together, you take them out, and boom. So basically there's 3 champions coming into that room, and here is where you want to bake. You just want to bake the boss, right? If you have voice subclasses, run Oppressive Darkness, that's going to help you as well. You get in here, you kill those ads, you take the shield off, and you sword the boss. That's about it, really. I think this should be a really easy strike, fun strike for people to use. And remember, when you kill the boss, there's going to be enemies that come out. All right, so don't get too complacent, because if you die, then there's no res or nothing like that. You're going back to orbit. So make sure you kill all these ads, and they're going to fucking hurt. And I'm pretty sure the modifier, or whenever a Scion or an Acolyte or a taken enemy dies, it's going to be the blight that pushes you forward. You don't want to be like around when you kill them. But yeah, once that's done, that's when the strike actually finishes. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys at reset. This GM should be like 10-15 minutes. And, you know, I feel like people are probably going to be speed running with like 8 or 7. So, shouldn't be too bad. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it always. Boom.